Man, it's clear as day what the problem is in Philly, man. For your offense to go 0-8 from passing, no completions, that says a lot about your coaching staff, man. We're going to get into it, though.
Barbarian, I got a tone that I'm carrying.
Yeah, barbarian, I got a toe that I'm carrying. Ring on the money I'm marrying. Out here so long I'm a veteran. LV on my Letterman, I catch a.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Quiz the Great, and I'm back at you with another video. And this is the Eagles Playbook Podcast. And hey, man, we survived in Tampa today. A score 31-25. And hey, shout out to the defense, man, and shout out to the special teams because, you know, they came to play today. The secondary played their best game, in my opinion. You know, the Bucks had their moments against our defense as well, but, you know, the defense overall balled out, man. We're going to talk about it, though, man, because, you know, we missing Nolan Smith right now. We missing some key players. We definitely got to go out and get us a pass rusher. But let's talk about the secondary first. That boy Quinyon Mitchell is a dog, bro. You know, he got away with a couple of slight holes on some of these plays, but majority of his reels, bro, he was locking up Ibuka, locking up Chris Godwin, also Cooper DeJean. Straight dog, man. A tackling machine. Don't miss any tackles. Always in the right spot, making a play. And also, the Ricky Jahad Campbell, man, with the interception. Hey, he's definitely going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. But to speak on this defense, man, in the first half, you know, they was awesome. You know, it was awesome. They was able to limit Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. You know, we still having trouble with getting to the quarterback. We getting pressure, but the guys just not landing home, man. So I think it's best for Howard Roseman to get on the phone and make a trade ASAP, man, because, you know, Baker Mayfield had a lot of time to throw in this game, especially in the second half. But to stay on track with the first half, you know, both sides of the ball was playing complementary football. You know, Jalen Hurts went 15 or 16, 130 yards passing with 2 touchdowns in the air, and also with 42 rushing yards. And then, you know, when the second half get here, he goes 0 of 8. No passing yards, not even a completion, bro. Like, so I just don't understand it, man. Like, you know, we came out blazing. You know, we got that block kick. Sidney Brown was able to turn over to get to receive the fumbling, recovery, and take it back to the crib. And, you know, like I said, the secondary was showing out. But it's like, for some reason, when the second half came in, you know, we was up 24-3. or 24-6 was one of them. I think 24-3. Someone just telling me I knew we was gonna play conservative. First drive, come in, all running plays, not a single throw play on that drive. 3 and out. Second drive, run on 3rd and 14, punt the ball. Like, the offense was just stalling the entire game, bro. Like, in that third quarter, in my opinion, like, we just got stale. We got so predictable. You know, Vita Baker and them boys. You know, they turned up the heat, man. You know, the offensive line, in my opinion, got whooped today, and the defensive line, and to a certain degree, got whooped today as well. You know, we came out flat in the third quarter, and then we started to be extremely predictable. You know, like trying to force feed AJ Brown the ball, and then like we went away from trying to feeding the tight ends. I don't know why we stopped doing that. You know, we tried to force feed Saquon as well. It's still not working. And you want to know how I know this is an OC problem? Because, bro, we never not been dominant at neither thing on offense. We're not good at running the ball right now or passing the ball. Like, for Jalen Hurts to go over 8 and don't complete a pass in the second half is crazy to me. Like, that's all coaching. Now, I give you this. Jalen Hurts did miss 2 throws to AJ down the sideline, but at the same time, he really didn't have that much time to throw, man, because the defensive line was going crazy. And Hassan Reddick was getting back there as well. But I just don't know moving forward, man, when it comes to Kevin Patullo. Like, it's showing what is our liability in this team. Like, the offense don't have an identity right now. The defense already figured out their identity, but you know, the offense is the problem right now, man. Like, I just don't understand how this offense can't have a complete game, bro. Like, we had a decent 4 quarters out of 4 games, and that's sad, bro. We can't do that, bro. But you know, I give credit to the Bucks. You know, they did their thing. They're a good team. You know, they had 3 comeback wins coming into this game, but you know, this game was definitely up for a blowout. Like, we had them we could have possibly easily blew them out by more than 20 points. It's just the offense stalled. It stalled. But I want to let y'all see this video of Jalen Hurts talking about the offense and what needs to be improved.
Jalen, this team has won 20 of its last 21. Furious comeback a week ago. You hold off a comeback this week in the second half. What does this team understand about how to win?
There's a certain level of grit that you have to play in this league, and the more grit that you have, usually the better you are. And I think as a team, we showed that today. Our defense played lights out, and we don't win that game if our defense doesn't show up the way they do. So we'll watch the film and look at things, learn from everything, and continue to build. But it was a great start to the game. I say a really all hands on deck for this win. We want to complement each other in those important moments, in those high situation moments. But we found a way to win. That's all that you can ask for.
We don't always give enough love to special teams, Jalen. They were huge last week. How did they contribute this week?
Like I said, it's all 3 phases, and I give credit to Coach Clay and how he leads those guys, and then the special players that we have over there. Cam Latu, Sid, JD even being a starter and still playing special teams, being able to draw some attention there. JC, same with him. So, complete team effort.
Finally, a message about how this group handled the Heat this time.
Oh man, y'all are talking about the Heat. We're talking about finding ways to win the game, and that's what it's about. You know, when you come into any game, I'd be lying if I say this game wasn't circled. You know, but every game is circled, and they all have their own reasons of why. And so, just about finding ways. We showed great grit, had a good competitive spirit about ourselves. When one was down, the other played up, and that's all you can ask for. So we'll learn from it all, get ready for this next game.
You continue to find the ways. Always appreciate you, Jalen.
Thank you. Good to see you.
So what Jalen Hurts basically said, we know what the issue is, man. Like, for us to look that bad again on offense in the second half of this game, you know, playing conservative again, it just seems like Kevin Patullo doesn't trust Jalen Hurts, which is crazy. Like, bro, you see Jalen Hurts dotting them up in the first half, then you just go away because we up. Like, no, you with those caliber teams, you can't do those things. Not against Baker Mayfield and the Bucks, especially when your defense is holding up, but they're not getting sacked. So you can't do that, man. You can't play conservative against a Tampa Bay Bucks team. Not with this Todd Bowles defense. You just can't do it. And y'all saw how they got the momentum after every drive that we came off the field on the offense. But, you know, also, AJ Brown tweeted out on that he really loves Philly, and I agree, bro. And he also posted something else, but I forgot. But people already drawing to conclusions that he want to get traded. I understand AJ's frustration, bro. You know, we did try to give him the ball today, but at the same time, our offensive coordinator just doesn't know how to use personnel. He doesn't know how to scheme these people open. Like I said, then he went away from the tight ends that was working. We was done them alive in the middle of the field. But you know, like I said, man, AJ Brown has all the right to feel the way he feel, because you know we know we ain't going nowhere without him getting off. So, but I just hope we figure this thing out, man, because this team is just too talented, bro. If this team could just put it together on offense, we will not lose a single game this season. That's how good our defense is. And mind you, we don't even got an elite pass rusher, but that's how good our defense is. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man, about this, man. Do we need to get Kevin Patullo some help? I agree. I say we do. I say we fire him, to be honest. But, you know, I know it's not going to happen because, you know, we 4-0. But at the same time, man, this can come back to bite us. So I just hope the boys get it together. But, oh, and also before we go, I got to give credit when credit is due. The boy Kelly Ringo, he had a decent game. You know, he missed a couple tackles, but he was not a liability in coverage. And now I say this, even though I still think he's trash, I think he's better than Adoree Jackson. Now that I saw what he put on tape. And I will say this, I'm cool with him starting for the rest of the season. How about that? I say that. But go Bears, man. Flag is fly. I'm out.